Hussbus bus stop.
JP Hussey here, owner of the Hussey Team Mortgage Advisors, with this week's
Hussbus bus stop.
All right, we have huge news. All right, so if you bought a home in the past couple years, refinanced, whatever, you could have been one of the people, which is like 90% of them, right? When your credit is pulled, you start getting a billion calls, right? Spam calls, we all get them, but once your credit is pulled, basically what happens is credit bureaus sell your information to other call center type lenders, and they just start calling you, trying to get you to use them, right? Because your credit is pulled, you're looking to buy a home, whatever, right? And we all get spam calls everywhere else. Like, who trusts those people? Really, nobody, right? And if you're buying a home, right, you're already freaking out a little bit. You got inspections you got to do. You got all this other stuff. It hinders the process, right? So it really doesn't make sense for these calls to happen. And with AI, there could be just putting them in there, having them call you, texting you. Even we've had people impersonating being me or someone on the team saying, oh, hey, I work on JP's team. You have to do this and sign this. It's insanity, right? It's not good for anyone. Everyone can agree that these don't make sense. So what happened was, and you may have remembered about a year ago or so, I dressed up in a suit and I go and lobbied on Capitol Hill in D.C., right, talking to Congress or senators, the representatives, whatever they are, right, telling them why we have to look at this bill, all right? And with the Broker Action Coalition, look them up. Maybe Lindsay will put some in here if you go to the website. It's what it is. It's mortgage people that work in the business, lobbying to get better things for veterans and the consumer, right? So when I was lobbying for this bill that ends abusive trigger leads, right, like we're talking about, right? Let me just show you real quick. I'm all over the place, but here we go. If we look at this, so when you got your credit pulled, that's kind of what your phone would look like. It would just be calls after calls and texts and emails, right? That's what happened, right? And you probably experienced this. If you're going to buy a home, hopefully it doesn't happen to you because we just got this bill passed. That's the huge news. The bill has been passed, all right, by Congress. Pretty cool, right? So this will hopefully, we don't know all the details, the ins and outs, but they're going to work on saying, hey, you can't sell this information. You can't just be calling people like that. It's a bipartisan bill, right, that everyone agrees with. So it got through Congress, which is huge, right? Now it's going over to the president's desk to sign off on, which I don't think they wouldn't, right? He wouldn't sign it. And then once that occurs, there's probably going to be like a 6-month window before it really goes into process, all right? So it may still continue the next 6 months, is what it is. We have other ways around it to kind of stop it. Do not call this, but they never cared about it. But anyway, this bill has been passed. It's so big, all right? This was a big part of the industry that was a big hindrance for just the consumer looking to better themselves financially by buying a house or refinancing, all right? So this is big. Maybe Lindsay will put up the website. Maybe they'll take this picture I got right here and put it up there, whatever it is, so you can see what's going on. We have other videos in our library here that talks about these trigger leads and what to do and how to set up your phone to stop spam calls. Let's hope we don't have to do that anymore within the next year. So the bill has been passed. Huge news. Now it just needs to be signed off on. Boom, we're there. Go buy a house, go refinance, get your financial stuff in order. Have a great day.
Hussbus bus stop.